Guys, how are you? Welcome. I'm so happy that you all joined in for the live stream or that you're even replaying it. This is arguably one of my favorite times or most anticipated times of the day just because it allows me to interact with and impart education on people that I would not get the chance to talk to otherwise. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for listening. I'm so excited. As you can see, I'm representing my school today. Go Green. Woohoo, go Spartans. Sorry, just had to put that out there. Well, what we are going to learn today is how to improve your balance, all right? It is the culmination of our core series, and of course next month we're going to move into a few different things, so I don't really want to tell you what's in store. It'll be a surprise. I have a lot of different things going on. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Mia. I am a certified personal trainer as well as the owner of CCB Fitness, where we're aiding people to a healthier lifestyle through weight loss, muscle toning, muscle sculpting, and nutrition. All right? So that's just who I am. You can follow me on other social networks. I'm on Facebook as CCB Fitness. Instagram is CCB_fitness, and I also have a YouTube page, which I like to upload a lot of these broadcasts because, people who don't get to see the live stream or they don't catch it within the 24-hour span that it's on Periscope, they can also go and watch it on YouTube. You can look me up there at CCB Fitness as well. Again, thank you guys for joining. We'll go ahead, we'll get right into it. So again, today we're going to talk about the importance of improving balance and coordination. For myself, I feel that I can't really tell you how to improve balance and coordination without first telling you what balance and coordination is. So the definition of balance is the ability to evenly distribute the weight with a person or an object, thereby allowing it to stand upright. The definition of coordination is the ability to use different muscle groups simultaneously, both efficiently and smoothly, all right? So that's balance and that's coordination. Now, there are a few different reasons why your balance and coordination could be off. I'll list a few of them. There are actually quite a few, but I'm just gonna give you a good 4. So the very first one, you could have some type of sinus or allergy infection. A lot of times what people do when they have one of those, they'll get that balloon head where the head just feels like it's floating off the shoulders or it's too heavy for their bodies. Of course, if something feels too heavy for you, you're going to lack in the balance and coordination department. The second reason, and this is also going to be a secondary reason to the sinus and allergy issues, if you're taking medications to clear that up. Sometimes an adverse reaction to a medication is it'll throw off your balance and your coordination. So that's another reason that your balance and coordination could be off. A third reason, you could have some type of inner ear infection, okay? Your ear is very important to your equilibrium. So if you have an ear infection, it will throw off that equilibrium, which means your balance and coordination is going to be off again. The fourth reason that I'm going to list, and generally the most common reason, it's aging. So as we tend to get older, generally around those 60s, 70s, your balance starts to decrease, all right? So those are the 4 reasons that I'm listing that your balance and coordination could be off. However, there are a multitude of reasons. So if you are having a balance and coordination issue and I didn't list it and you think that it could be something else, you can definitely look that up. Or you can check out my blog at ccbfitness.weebly.com. It'll be under the blog session for September because I did do a really in-depth discussion on reasons you could be losing your balance and coordination, okay? So check that out as well. Now that we know some of the reasons that we could lose or have balance and coordination issues, let's talk about why balance and coordination is so important. Well, balance and coordination is important to your everyday daily activities of living. It's important to your fitness performance, and of course it's important to your athletic performance, all right? So if you don't have good balance and coordination, you are going to experience a decreased quality of life, and really, who wants to do that, all right? So those are the reasons that your balance and your coordination is so important. And if for no other reason, you definitely don't want to have decreased quality of life. So let's take a look at some of the various ways and some of the various methods that we can use and implement to improve our balance and coordination, all right? All right. So the very first method that we could use to improve our balance and coordination is simply going to be closing your eyes. It's very simple, and I'm closing my eyes for a reason. As you can see, I don't need any special equipment. I don't have to be anywhere special. It's, of course, free of charge. I don't need any instruction. It's super simple, super easy. It is the most efficient way. Now, what you can't see is that I'm sitting in a chair, but I'm not allowing my back to rest and be supported by the chair. That's actually one of the best and first ways, especially for my novice people who have really bad balance and coordination, to test and improve your balance and coordination. So you want to sit in a chair, unsupported, close your eyes, and you can have a counter go off, or a timer rather go off at 30 or 60 seconds. Now, if you start feeling that wobble back and forth, you're feeling discomforted, you feel a slight loss of orientation, spatial-wise, yep, you definitely have bad balance and coordination. This is something you're going to want to perform at least 3 to 4 times a day just to really improve that balance and coordination. Once you get or you improve your ability to sit unsupported with your eyes closed for time durations, you can move to standing up. And once you're better with your standing, then you can go into different exercises with it, such as bicep curls, shoulder press, things of that nature. Now, if you're going to incorporate the eyes closed method in your exercising, I personally would advise you to do it with resistance bands and free weights or smaller modalities. I also would recommend that you don't go super heavy. So you don't want to shoulder press 100, 150. I know a lot of my guys are looking at me like, well, I don't want to shoulder press 20 or 30 pounds either. I understand that. You're far beyond that. Who am I to test your masculinity? On the other hand, when your eyes are closed, you're calling other muscles into play, and it's very different. So you're not used to actually shoulder pressing with your eyes closed. Because you don't want to hurt yourself, you absolutely want to start with a lower weight. I'm not saying start with 5 or 10 pounds, but you don't want to start at your traditional 100, 150, whatever my strong men out there are shoulder pressing, all right? So that's the first method of improving our balance. The second method is the one leg method. So the one leg method, it's really cool, again, because like the eyes closed method, you don't need any special weights. You don't need any real instruction. You don't have to be anywhere special. You can do this in the comfort of your own home. Now, I know a lot of people are like, wait a minute, one leg, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stand on one leg. Why do you think I would? There's a very simple way for you guys to start. So you can put all of your weight on one leg and just have maybe your toe or the shoebox of your other leg touching the ground. What you wouldn't realize from just a very small, simple change is that the cause or the shift in weight is actually going to be on one side. It's going to be more on that side where the foot is actually on the ground, all right? So that is definitely causing you to balance and learn how to balance in a different way. Once you get really good at having that toe or that shoebox up, then you can start little by little bringing that foot off the ground. And honestly, you don't have to do it independently. When I'm working with a lot of my elderly clients and we're in our one leg phase of balance, I will very well grab another modality, maybe a free weight, a barbell, a plate, even a stepper, and just have them put or elevate that one foot that I don't want them using on that modality. Guess what? The weight is still unevenly distributed. That way they're still working on balance and coordination, all right? So there are so many different ways you can do that. Again, once you get really comfortable with one leg and one leg on modalities, things of that nature, you can bring that leg higher and you can start incorporating it again into some of those same exercises that you would incorporate it with as far as closing your eyes is concerned, all right? So that's 2 down, we have 2 more to go. The next 2 are a little bit more interesting. We're going to first talk about narrowing your center of gravity. Generally, when we are engaged in athletics or aerobics, fitness, even just daily activities, we want to have the most athletic base possible. And so what does that generally mean? You already know it means what? Feet shoulders width apart. That's going to be the best athletic stance. It's going to give you the best center of gravity. So guess what? Think about it. You're very much used to that particular center of gravity. Because you're used to it, we want to start narrowing that center of gravity and changing that up. That's going to be our third way to improve balance and coordination. It sounds really odd. It sounds like something you probably wouldn't want to do. I guarantee it works. Now, is this something that I would do while lifting weights? Probably not. Again, this is not something that I want to start with weights. Definitely not with heavy weights. This is something that I would start in the house. If you have more of a standing job, you can kind of practice some of these things at work. If you have more of a sedentary job, again, you can kind of practice some of these things at work. You can give yourself a break from sitting down so much, stand up at your desk, and you can practice changing up that center of gravity, all right? So that is number 3. One more to go. The very last one, and probably the most interesting, is going to be sudden or quick changes and shifts in your direction. Now, when we think about engaging in a very quick or sudden shift in direction, most of the time it is a reaction to another action. It's not something we're necessarily going to do just because. For example, we may see somebody kind of falling in our direction. What are we going to do? We're going to change and shift our directionality so that they don't fall into us. Or if you're walking in a crowded area, sort of tailgating, things of that nature, is a very small hole and you want to walk through that very thin hole, you're going to change your position. So you're going to change the directionality of your weight. All right. Now, again, for my elderly population, or even just my guys who are just now starting working out, when you change your shifts of direction and you're doing this unintentionally, sometimes it causes pain and it causes aches. What we want to do is stay away from that aches and the aches and the pains that it causes. So how are we going to do that? Well, we're going to practice changing and shifting our weight consciously. So it'll be a conscious thing, not a subconscious reaction, all right? This is something you can actually incorporate in your workouts. See, maybe something you can finally put in your workouts. Now, what I do, again, with my elderly clients, and even just my clients who have poor balance and coordination, we practice random weight changes in between sets. Hypothetically speaking, we could be doing planks or Russian twists, something like that, something body weight. Well, in between each set, we'll do sudden bursts of shift changes. And that helps because it's something that, one, now that it's being called to the forefront, they have to think about it. They have to really focus on it. And that helps because once we get into those life situations, we know what to do. We're not reacting. And because we know what to do and how not to hurt ourselves when we do it, it'll give us a better result. All right? So, again, in conclusion, just to recap our 4 methods of improving balance and coordination. We have close your eyes, we have one leg balance, changing or narrowing our center of gravity, and finally, sudden or random weight shifts. So, the first 3 can be done in the comfort of your home, at work, in your car, and the last one can be done at home as well, but that's also something that you can incorporate into your fitness routines. That is all for today, guys. That is the end of our Improving Your Balance and Coordination podcast, as well as the culmination of our course series. I really enjoyed the last few weeks of imparting knowledge with you guys. If you have any questions, any concerns, or comments, feel free to look me up on social media. Again, I'm on Instagram at ccb_fitness. Facebook at CCB Fitness, and YouTube at CCB Fitness, or you can email me at ccbfitness1@gmail.com. Can't wait till next week so we can start our October series. Happy autumn, guys. Have a great day.